Africa's prehistoric landscape was once dominated by extraordinary and powerful creatures, shaping the course of evolution in ways we can hardly imagine today. Our journey will explore these formidable predators, revealing how they influenced the development of life, including early human ancestors. Through fossil evidence and bite mark analysis, we'll reconstruct this ancient world. Get ready to travel back millions of years to uncover the secrets of a vibrant ecosystem long lost to time. When you think of Africa's deadliest animals, what comes to mind? Lions stalking the savanna? Nile crocodiles lurking in muddy waters? Or perhaps the massive hippopotamus, responsible for hundreds of human deaths each year? While these creatures are undoubtedly dangerous, the true killer in modern Africa is far smaller and more insidious. Surprisingly, the deadliest animal in Africa isn't a large predator, but a tiny insect. Mosquitoes, carriers of diseases like malaria, claim over 400,000 lives annually on the continent. These minuscule bloodsuckers have a devastating impact, far surpassing the death toll of all large predators combined. Another unexpected threat is the tsetse fly, which spreads African sleeping sickness, affecting both humans and livestock. Yet, as deadly as these modern threats may be, they pale in comparison to the nightmarish predators that once roamed prehistoric Africa. To uncover these ancient terrors, we must turn to the fascinating field of paleontology. This scientific discipline allows us to peer into the distant past, reconstructing long-extinct creatures and the environments they inhabited. Paleontologists use various methods to bring prehistoric ecosystems back to life, analyzing fossilized remains and sediment layers to piece together ancient landscapes and their inhabitants. This dynamic field constantly evolves as new discoveries reshape our understanding of prehistoric life. The Permian period in Africa was a time of dramatic change. The climate was characterized by semi-arid to arid conditions, with seasonal flooding creating fluvial ecosystems. These environments supported a diverse array of plant life, including conifers and ginkgophytes, providing habitat for a wide variety of tetrapods, four-limbed vertebrates that include amphibians, reptiles, and early mammal-like creatures. As we delve deeper into the Permian period, we'll uncover more of these fascinating connections and the terrifying creatures that once called Africa home. During the Permian period, a creature unlike any other prowled the ancient lands of what is now Africa, striking fear into the hearts of all that crossed its path. This wasn't a fantastical monster from Hollywood, but a very real apex predator known as Inostrancevia. Imagine a predator with the strength of a lion, the cunning of a Komodo dragon, and the lethal precision of a saber-toothed cat. Inostrancevia ruled the late Permian epoch around 260 million years ago, and was one of the deadliest predators of its time. Belonging to the Gorgonopsian group, which is more closely related to mammals than modern reptiles, Inostrancevia was built for hunting. Its broad, robust skull housed powerful jaws capable of delivering bone-crushing bites, and its most fearsome weapon was a pair of massive canine teeth that reached up to 15 centimeters, 5.9 inches, long. These saber-like fangs were perfect for slicing through flesh and severing arteries, ensuring a swift, lethal blow to its prey. Unlike modern rodents' continuously growing teeth, Inostrancevia saber teeth grew to full size as it matured and were deeply rooted, giving it unmatched strength during its attacks. This formidable predator didn't just rely on its impressive size or strength. Inostrancevia likely employed a combination of ambush and chase tactics to catch its prey. Its robust build hinted at the ability to launch into short bursts of speed, though it likely preferred to stalk and pounce on unsuspecting victims. With well-developed senses, including large eyes and a keen sense of smell, it could effectively hunt in different environments and conditions, making it a fearsome force across various terrains. One of Inostrancevia likely targets was the heavily armored Scutosaurus, a herbivore weighing around 1,160 kilograms, 2,560 pounds. Even with Scutosaurus's tough defenses, Inostrancevia bite force, estimated at around 715 newtons, paired with its razor-sharp teeth, would have made quick work of the creature's armor, delivering a fatal wound. At an imposing length of 3 to 3.5 meters, 9.8 to 11.5 feet, Inostrancevia was larger than modern big cats and rivaled some of today's largest bears, commanding respect and fear from all who shared its ecosystem. Imagine a world where the fearsome Inostrancevia didn't just dominate its native habitat, but roamed freely across vast continents. Recent fossil discoveries suggest this was not just a possibility, but a prehistoric reality. A remarkable finding in South Africa's Karoo Basin unearthed fossils of a new species, Inostrancevia africana, strikingly similar to its Russian counterpart, Irs alexandri. This discovery has reshaped our understanding of ancient animal migration and distribution. The existence of Inostrancevia in both Russia and South Africa reveals the vast distances these predators likely traveled during the Permian period. These journeys, possibly in response to shifting prey populations or environmental changes, were gradual, taking place over millions of years as populations spread across Pangaea. Inostrancevia expansion may have been driven by ecological opportunism, especially in the wake of the Permian Triassic extinction, which wiped out many species and left gaps in the food chain. As the apex predator, Inostrancevia could claim new territories, exerting significant pressure on prey populations and influencing the evolution of defensive adaptations in herbivorous species. Inostrancevia's presence in Africa likely reshaped predator-prey dynamics, pushing local fauna to adapt in the face of such a deadly hunter. The discovery of Inostrancevia africana highlights the adaptability of this species as it thrived in diverse environments, from the steppes of Russia to the floodplains of Africa. Fossils dated between 254 and 251.9 million years ago were found in an ancient floodplain, suggesting that Inostrancevia was versatile enough to thrive in various ecosystems. This discovery not only challenges previous assumptions about the geographic limits of prehistoric predators, but also emphasizes the interconnectedness of ancient ecosystems and the critical role of geological processes in shaping the spread and evolution of species across the globe. As Pangaea's formation allowed species to spread, it set the stage for evolutionary arms races. But in prehistoric Africa, one carnivore took this competition to extreme levels. How did this creature's bone-crushing abilities influence the development of its prey, and why did it make even the mightiest predators think twice? Enter Pachycrocuta brevirostris, the giant short-faced hyena that once roamed the African landscape. This formidable predator lived approximately 3 million to 500,000 years ago during the Pliocene and Pleistocene epochs. Unlike its modern counterparts, Pachycrocuta was a true colossus among hyenas, dwarfing even the largest lions of today. Standing about 90 to 100 centimeters at the shoulder and weighing up to 150 kilograms, Pachycrocuta was the largest known hyena species to have ever existed. Its massive build and unique adaptations made it a specialized bone crusher. The limb bones were robust, providing strength to overpower large prey and carry heavy carcass parts, while the shortened distal limb bones likely aided in efficient carcass dismemberment. Pachycrocuta's skull and dentition were its most distinctive features. Large premolars and a powerfully built mandible created a jaw mechanism capable of exerting tremendous force, far surpassing that of modern hyenas. This adaptation allowed Pachycrocuta to access nutritious bone marrow that other predators couldn't reach, giving it a significant advantage in its ecosystem. In the prehistoric African landscape, Pachycrocuta played a dual role as both scavenger and hunter. Its immense size and bone-crushing abilities allowed it to drive away other carnivores from their kills, while also enabling it to hunt medium to large-sized prey in packs. This versatility made Pachycrocuta a dominant force in its ecosystem, influencing the behavior and evolution of both prey species and other predators. The impact of Pachycrocuta extended beyond its immediate prey and competitors. Evidence suggests that it competed with early representatives of Homo flocarion and may have even preyed on early hominids. Scoring and puncture patterns found on hominin bones hint at interactions between our ancestors and this fearsome predator, potentially influencing the development of defensive strategies and social behaviors in early humans. Pachycrocuta's presence in prehistoric Africa showcases the incredible diversity of megafauna that once roamed the continent. Its specialized adaptations and dominant role in the ecosystem highlight the complex interplay of evolutionary forces that shaped life during this period. As we continue to uncover more about this bone-crushing giant, we gain valuable insights into the prehistoric world and the evolutionary pressures that have shaped modern species, including our own. While early humans faced terrifying mammalian predators, an unexpected threat lurked in the waterways of ancient Africa. What amphibian grew to monstrous proportions, possessing a bite force that could crush bones and potentially prey on small dinosaurs? Meet Beelzebufo, the devil frog of Madagascar. This colossal amphibian lived during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 70 to 66 million years ago. Unlike the harmless frogs we know today, Beelzebufo was a formidable predator that could have given even some dinosaurs pause. Imagine encountering a frog the size of a beach ball, weighing as much as a small dog. Beelzebufo reached lengths of up to 16 inches, 41 centimeters, and tipped the scales at around 10 pounds, 4.5 kilograms. This makes it the largest frog known to have ever existed, dwarfing even the largest modern frogs by a significant margin. The appearance of Beelzebufo was as intimidating as its size. Recent discoveries suggest that this ancient amphibian may have sported sharp spikes and a semi-hard, turtle-like shell along its head and back. These features likely served both protective and display purposes, making Beelzebufo a formidable presence in its environment. But it wasn't just Beelzebufo's size that made it a fearsome predator. Its most terrifying feature was its mouth, a gaping maw filled with powerful jaws and sharp teeth. Unlike modern frogs, which typically have small, weak jaws suited for catching insects, Beelzebufo evolved a bite force estimated between 500 to 2,200 newtons. To put this in perspective, that's comparable to the bite force of some predatory mammals alive today. This powerful bite, combined with Beelzebufo's large size, allowed it to tackle prey that would be unthinkable for modern frogs. While today's frogs primarily feed on insects and small invertebrates, Beelzebufo likely preyed on a variety of small animals. Its diet could have included other amphibians, lizards, snakes, and even small mammals. Most intriguingly, some paleontologists speculate that Beelzebufo may have been capable of eating hatchling or juvenile dinosaurs. Comparing Beelzebufo to modern frogs highlights its extraordinary nature. The largest living frog today, the Goliath frog of West Africa, reaches only about half the length of Beelzebufo and weighs significantly less. In terms of predatory behavior, even the aggressive Pacman frog pales in comparison to the size and power of Beelzebufo. The evolution of Beelzebufo to such an impressive size is linked to Madagascar's isolation during the late Cretaceous period. With fewer threats and abundant food sources, it was able to grow to sizes unheard of in modern frogs. The discovery of Beelzebufo has significant implications for our understanding of prehistoric ecosystems and amphibian evolution. It demonstrates that amphibians were capable of filling large predator niches in certain environments, a role we typically associate with reptiles or mammals. Furthermore, it challenges our perceptions of what amphibians can be, showing that under the right conditions, they can evolve into formidable predators. As early human ancestors roamed the African savanna, they were far from the top of the food chain. Instead, they lived in a world full of terrifying predators, constantly fighting for survival. Species like Australopithecus and early Homo had to navigate a hostile environment where they were frequently prey. Evidence found in fossils, such as skulls with puncture marks from ancient big cats, serves as a stark reminder of the deadly threats our ancestors faced. For millions of years, these predators played a pivotal role in shaping human evolution. The constant danger exerted significant pressure on early hominids, pushing them to develop critical survival traits. One such adaptation was bipedalism, which allowed early humans to stand upright, improving their ability to spot predators over tall grasses and freeing their hands for tool use. These tools became vital for both defense and foraging, helping early humans increase their chances of survival. Social groups also became a key survival strategy, providing safety in numbers and enabling cooperation in hunting and protection against predators. The evolutionary pressure from these predators did more than shape physical traits. It may have also driven the development of early humans' cognitive abilities. The constant need to evade or outwit predators likely honed problem-solving skills and abstract thinking. The creation of tools and weapons, crucial milestones in human evolution, was likely spurred by the necessity to defend themselves and hunt more efficiently. Some scientists theorize that the presence of these predators even influenced human migration. Seeking safer environments, early humans may have been driven to explore new territories, contributing to the spread of our species across the globe. Yet, the relationship between humans and predators eventually shifted. As hominids developed more sophisticated hunting techniques, they began to challenge, and in some cases, hunt the very creatures that once threatened them. This marked a turning point, not just for early humans, but for the entire African ecosystem, forever altering the balance of power between humans and the animal kingdom. The African ecosystem, already a harsh arena of survival, was about to face a disaster that would overshadow its everyday struggles. The Permian Triassic extinction, known as the Great Dying, struck approximately 252 million years ago, unleashing devastation across the globe. This event wiped out about 95% of marine life and 70% of terrestrial vertebrates, reshaping the planet's biodiversity and clearing the way for the eventual rise of the dinosaurs. At the heart of this catastrophe were massive volcanic eruptions in what is now Siberia. These eruptions triggered a chain of environmental disasters: global warming, ocean acidification, and anoxia, where oceans lost their oxygen. As these conditions worsened, ecosystems everywhere began to crumble, and many species found themselves unable to adapt fast enough to survive. Africa, rich with diverse wildlife and lush forests, was not immune to the upheaval. Plant life suffered first as the changing climate affected the ability of ecosystems to thrive. Herbivores, deprived of food, began to dwindle, and as the herbivores vanished, the predators that once ruled the land faced starvation. With the food chain unraveling, even the most specialized hunters couldn't survive the drastic shifts in their environment. However, not all life was lost. Some species managed to endure this extinction event, and their survival often depended on adaptability and a touch of luck. Generalist species, like the early mammal-like reptile Lystrosaurus, could adjust to a range of conditions and food sources. These creatures played a pivotal role in the continuation of life, eventually leading to the evolution of mammals and later, humans. When the dust settled after the extinction, the world was forever altered. The dominant predators of the Permian era were gone, leaving ecological gaps that would soon be filled by archosaurs, creatures that would give rise to the dinosaurs, pterosaurs, and crocodilians. The Permian Triassic extinction offers a powerful reminder of the fragility of life on Earth. It reveals how interconnected global systems are, where disasters in one region can cause ripple effects worldwide, a lesson that resonates deeply as we confront modern challenges like climate change and biodiversity loss today. The interconnectedness of life on Earth isn't just a story of the distant past. It continues to shape the natural world today. African predators like lions, leopards, and hyenas carry the echoes of their prehistoric ancestors, embodying an evolutionary legacy that stretches back millions of years. But how closely do these modern hunters resemble their ancient counterparts? What lessons can they teach us about survival in a world undergoing constant change? Although the African savanna seems far removed from prehistoric landscapes, modern carnivores still occupy ecological roles similar to those of their ancient predecessors. These similarities offer insights into the evolutionary processes that have allowed certain survival strategies to persist for millennia. Take the African lion, for instance. While smaller than some of the massive apex predators of the past, lions share characteristics with creatures like Inostrancevia. Both were social hunters, relying on coordinated group efforts to take down large prey. This strategy, honed over time, allows modern lions to hunt powerful animals like wildebeest and even young elephants. The extinct Pachycrocuta, a massive bone-crushing scavenger, shares a striking resemblance to today's spotted hyenas. Both species evolved incredibly strong jaws and robust teeth to survive as scavengers, capitalizing on the carcasses left behind by other predators. This continuation of ecological roles demonstrates how certain niches remain vital, even as species evolve and change. Studying prehistoric predators is more than an academic exercise. It informs today's conservation efforts. By understanding the roles these ancient carnivores played in maintaining balanced ecosystems, we can apply that knowledge to the conservation of modern predators. Apex predators, both past and present, play a crucial role in regulating prey populations and preserving biodiversity. When these predators are removed from an ecosystem, it can set off a trophic cascade, where unchecked prey populations cause ecological disruption. A modern example is the decline of large predators in certain parts of Africa, which has led to overgrazing by herbivores, altering vegetation patterns. However, today's predators face challenges their prehistoric ancestors never encountered: human activity, habitat loss, human-wildlife conflict, and climate change threaten the survival of species like lions, cheetahs, and wild dogs. For example, the African lion population has plummeted by an estimated 43% over the last few decades, mainly due to shrinking habitats and increased human conflict. This mirrors the extinction pressures faced by many ancient predators, reminding us of the fragility of even the most resilient species. Conservation efforts today emphasize protecting large habitats and reducing human-wildlife conflict. These strategies are informed by our understanding of prehistoric ecosystems, recognizing that predators need expansive territories and abundant prey to survive. By preserving these ecosystems, we maintain not just individual species, but also the evolutionary processes that have shaped life for millions of years. The study of prehistoric predators through paleontology provides invaluable lessons for modern conservation. It offers a long-term view of how species adapt to environmental changes, a perspective that is increasingly relevant as we face rapid climate shifts. This knowledge can help us better predict and mitigate the impacts of current environmental challenges on today's ecosystems. Our exploration of prehistoric Africa uncovers a realm of formidable predators, from the bone-crushing Pachycrocuta to the terrifying Beelzebufo. These ancient creatures shaped evolution, and through paleontology, we glimpse their lasting impact on ecosystems. As we confront modern challenges like climate change and habitat loss, lessons from the past offer insight into resilience and adaptability, reminding us of life's enduring ability to survive and evolve.